I am Lyrian of the Zalari, 3rd rotation cadet, and the Academy has never felt so fragile. The Apex Predator lecture ended 2 days ago. 2 days since Soren Sorensen's casual joke about 42 species triggered a near riot. 2 days since the humans calmly explained it was a reference to an ancient book and not a death list. 2 days since we all filed out of Dome 7 with racing hearts and the sick realization that we had genuinely believed, for several minutes, that they were about to start culling us. The fear never really left. It just changed shape. Now it walks the corridors and whispers, in averted eyes, in the way cadets press themselves against walls when any of the 20 pale figures approaches. The Hunter Integration Annex doors remain open most of the time, inviting, almost, but few dare cross the threshold. The mounted pauldron of Captain Likit Kozatsi still hangs beside the entrance like a silent sentinel. No one has tried to remove it. No one has dared. Yesterday morning, a small delegation approached Commander Thelic in the central atrium. They were not official representatives, just cadets, mostly from the more marginalized species. A Froath whose name I do not know. 2 Amphory, a young Granix Pebble collective that rolled forward as one nervous unit. A trembling Gylith Jorish slug trailing mucus. They stood before Thelic with lowered heads and quivering voices. We would like warning signs, the Froath said, lights pulsing erratically. For the humans. Something visible. So no one accidentally provokes them again. Thelic's antlers drooped. Warning signs. The Amphory beside the Froath spoke next. Badges. Armbands. Something on their uniforms. Bright color. Clear symbol. So we know when one is near. So we do not step wrong. A murmur of agreement rippled through the small group. The Granix pebbles shifted anxiously. We do not wish to offend. We only wish to survive. Thelic looked at them for a long moment. Then he sighed. The deepest, most weary sound I have ever heard from him. I will bring it to the council, he said. But I must warn you. The humans may not take kindly to being marked like dangerous animals. The delegation bowed lower. We know. The Froath pulsed. That is why we are asking you. We are too afraid to ask them ourselves. Word spread instantly. By midday, the entire academy was whispering about it. Warning signs for the humans. Badges of danger. So we don't die by accident. No one laughed. No one dared. That afternoon, the annex doors opened. Reagan Hagen stepped out, alone at first. Behind her came Eric Nordstrom, Taylor, and a few others. They walked straight to the central atrium where Thelic was waiting. Word had already reached them. The commander looked like he would rather be anywhere else. Cadets, he began, voice formal. A request has been made by several students. They propose visible markers for human personnel. Armbands. Patches. Something to indicate your presence. To prevent misunderstandings. The humans stopped. For one terrible second, the atrium held its breath. Then Reagan tilted her head and laughed. Not cruelly. Not mockingly. Just genuinely amused. Eric joined her. Deep, rolling laughter that echoed off the walls. Taylor crossed her arms and grinned. Badges? Like caution, human? Jordan snorted. I'm thinking bright yellow. Maybe a skull and crossbones. Classic. Brooke spun her .38 once on her finger. Nah. Red. Blood red. With big letters. Apex. Do not pet. The laughter spread among the humans. Easy, relaxed, completely devoid of anger. Thelic looked like he might faint. Reagan stepped forward, still smiling. Tell whoever asked. We agree. Happily. Make the badges. Make them big. Make them permanent. We'll wear them on our uniforms. Shoulders, chests, wherever you want. Call them whatever you like. Danger. Human. Warning. Apex. Do not approach without permission. We don't care. She paused, smile fading just enough to show she was serious. Because here's the thing, Commander. We are dangerous. We've never pretended otherwise. If a badge helps everyone feel safer around us, great. We'll wear them proudly. Badges of honor. Even. Eric nodded. Add protected species. Do not provoke if you want. We won't mind. Thelic's antlers trembled. You truly do not find this humiliating? Reagan looked at him, really looked. Humiliating? No. Practical? Yes. We're here to integrate, not terrify. If a patch stops someone from stepping on a landmine they didn't see coming, we'll wear 10 of them. She turned to the gathered cadets, dozens now, watching from every level of the atrium. If anyone wants to design them, she called up, go for it. Send us your ideas. We'll pick the funniest ones. Laughter, human laughter, rolled out again. But this time a few alien voices joined in, tentative, nervous, but real. A Froth pulsed yellow approval. A Centauri projected a holographic thumbs up. Even a Lithari rumbled something that might have been amusement. Clarke exhaled, long and shaky. I will inform the council. And the design teams. Reagan nodded once. Then, quietly, just for him. We're not your enemies, Commander. We never were. But we're also not going to pretend we're harmless. That's how accidents happen. Clarke bowed, deeply. Thank you, he whispered. The 20 humans turned and walked back toward the annex. Behind them, the atrium slowly came back to life. Cadets began to talk, actually talk, about badge designs. Some laughed. Some sketched on datapads. A few even approached the open doors, hesitantly, holding out tentative peace offerings, a small potted plant, a data crystal of homeworld music, a shyly offered nectar bulb. The humans welcomed them in. Eric's drone capturing the moment for the feeds, Reagan and Taylor at the doors with open hands and easy smiles. It was the first real mixing since the pauldron went up. A young Froth pulsed questions about the garden. A Centauri unit projected holographic thanks for the non-lethal integration. The atrium buzzed with cautious energy, like a herd testing if the water was safe to drink. By evening, the idea had snowballed. Commander Clarke, perhaps desperate to channel the chaos into something productive, called for an impromptu design council in the atrium. Chairs were dragged in a loose circle. The 20 humans sat on one side, males and females mixed, guns holstered but visible. Aliens filled the other, representatives from each major group. Zalari instructors like Alorn Kanakav, a Lithari rumbling in the back, a cluster of Amphory, even a Mycori vine collective extending roots across the deck for better interconnection. Clarke stood in the center, antlers held neutral. We have proposals, he said carefully. For the warning badges. The humans have agreed to review them. Reagan nodded. Fire away. We're curious. The first presenter was a nervous Yakinen herder, bioluminescence dimmed to almost nothing. She projected a hollow badge, bright red circle with a stark black silhouette of a bipedal figure holding a spear. Warning, Apex presence, she read. Simple, clear. References your hunter nature. Eric chuckled. Straightforward. We like it. Next came a Froth, tendrils quivering as it pulsed a yellow design. A stylized human mouth with fangs, dripping what looked like ichor. Warning, Eater of the Apex, the Froth explained. From the Predator lecture. You consume threats. Taylor barked a laugh. Bold. Accurate. Points for creativity. Jordan grinned. I'd wear that. A Lithari rumbled forward, slow, deliberate. Its mossy form projected a stone-gray badge with a cracked exoskeleton icon. Warning, strength unmatched, it intoned. From the incidents, the punches, the throws. Calder Christensen, the combat engineer built like a wall, nodded approvingly. Honest. We can live with that. An Avaranian scout fluttered up, crest feathers trembling as she displayed an orange badge with a human fist shattering a plasma bolt. Warning, unkillable, she whispered. From the shooting, you survived the heart shot. Eric touched the healed scar on his chest. Flattering. A bit dramatic, but yeah. The proposals kept coming. A Centauri unit, small chassis whirring, projected a circuit blue badge with a human figure lifting a massive weight. Warning, gravity defier, it explained in quirky, looped tones. From the gravity tests. You endured what broke us. Kendall patted her railgun. Techie. Fits us. A Granix Pebble collective rolled forward as one, forming a temporary shape to display a rocky badge with a split pebble icon. Warning, breaker of all, they vibrated. From the everything. You break what we cannot mend. Magnus Hansen crossed his arms. Harsh, but fair. A TRYNN thorned cluster bristled slightly as it presented a spiky green badge with a human boot crushing thorns. Warning, apex of apexes, it said. You hunt the hunters. Eat the uneatable. Brooke spun her .38. Love it. Straight from the Predator class meltdown. The council went on. Dozens of designs, each referencing a human feat. The Zombie Sim Survival, warning, Undead Slayer. The Jog Incident, warning, One Punch Apex. The Endurance Tests, warning, Unbreakable Will. The humans laughed at most, nodded at others, debated a few. In the end, they picked 3 to rotate. Warning, Apex Presence. Warning, Eater of the Apex. And warning, Strength Unmatched. We'll wear them proudly, Reagan said, standing. Badges of honor. Thelic bowed deeply. Thank you, he whispered, for understanding. The atrium cleared slowly, cadets lingering, some even daring to approach with more offerings. A shared nectar ritual from an Ulnera, a vibrational song from a Lithari. The humans accepted them all. As I left, I glanced back at the open doors. They were not conquerors, but they were not harmless. And now, with badges gleaming on their shoulders, we would never forget that.
Many thanks to channel member RJ for making this video possible. And thank you to all my other channel members and Pathfinders as well. You all keep this channel going. If you'd like to become a member, please be sure to do so and gain access to some awesome exclusive perks. Everyone else, thank you for listening to this story, and I do hope that you enjoyed it. Please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to see more videos like this, and be sure to leave this video a like, too. Channel memberships, super thanks, merch purchases, and even book purchases, our links to our books are in the description section below, are a great way to keep this channel going, and they help us afford to make better videos too. Partner with us as we grow into one of the best sci-fi channels on YouTube and beyond. With all of that said, thank you again for listening to this story, and I hope to see you again. Thank you for your time, and be sure to check out the story and playlist on the left side of your screen now. I'll see you in the next one.